All right, this is the last morning on ship. We've arrived in San Diego, and I wanted to take a quick walk around the outside promenade deck. This is deck 3. This is the walking track that they have around the deck, and we are in the forward part of the ship here. And we are just outside the world stage. Our stateroom is right up here on 6, right about here. So all I have to do is walk down the steps. And I'm going to come out the starboard side, doors here. We're going to walk around the front of the ship, come around the port side, back around the dining room, and then come back this way. And so it's 1/3 of a mile. I won't have the video on all the time. I will pause as I go through long sections. All right, let's go. And again, on anytime there's a port call, they put signs saying the gangway. They'll let us know on deck A which way is out. And so here's the world stage this way. And then we've got a couple of exits here. So I'm going to walk out the door. All right, so this is the starboard side of the deck. This way, there's a set of automatic doors, and this is a 1/3 of a mile track. I did at least 5 miles a day on our 14-day cruise, stretching our legs. So here's San Diego here. We're going to do the loop around the bow, or just after the bow section. But this is the walking track. There are lockers with PDFs all across here. Here's the cushions for the deck chairs. This area up in here, when these doors are open, this is the shops and where the anchor equipment is, to release and pull in the anchor behind these things here. I think that's the Star of India right over here. And so here's the port of San Diego. This way. Yeah, I think that is the Star of India right there. Anyway, coming around this side, now we are on the port side of the ship, walking aft. And it's not a running track. Early in the morning, when we're out at sea, they take fresh water and they wash all of this down to keep the salt water from accumulating. There are drains here on the side of the ship, and then this is the part of the ship where the life jackets are. Okay, here's the opposite door. There's the port door, and then these are crew life rafts here. This is what they kind of look like when the crew exits. And then above my head here is the life rafts. Good morning.
Hello. Morning.
And so you can see the deck chairs are all stacked here, and then during the day they have towels out and chairs out. Here's the keels, or the bottoms of the lifeboats. And then you can see the props here. They have two different types. This is the single hull, and then down here they have some that are kind of a catamaran. They have instead of a keel, they have two sides. All right, this is midships here. This will lead you into a stairwell, and in one of my other videos I talked about the glass elevators, and this is the glass elevator here that goes up. And then you can see there's the different style of lifeboat here. So there's that style there as opposed to this style here. All right, again, the midships. And as we continue to walk aft, normally there's deck chairs all along here. People sitting out reading books. all the equipment here. Every day you'll see crews out here touching up paint, priming, sanding, all kinds of exits and entrance points for crew. You never see the crew kind of like Disneyland. They always come in and out through doors, and you never see them busy in the hallways. They've got other ways of moving around the ship so they don't really get in the way of passengers moving. Okay, and there's a lot of benches here along the ship on the port and starboard sides. We're approaching the aft end of the ship on deck 3. Again, we are 3 stories up, and it's kind of deceiving how high we are. Down on the lower decks, and then even up on this deck, depending on tide, are the bollards and the other things. Here's the dining room. I can't really. This is the 3rd level of the dining room. And then there's a 2nd level. Cameras everywhere, so in case somebody jumps ship. This is the stern of the boat. We've got lots of photos. Again, the dining room here, so when you're dining, you get to see a lot of nice things. You can sit here and watch the water off the back of the ship as you're scooting along. Trash cans around, so if you're drinking or something, you can deposit your stuff. Here's the Port of San Diego, and of course, an aircraft carrier. And then that's probably 32nd Street or something over that direction. Pretty soon this is going to be busy here. There'll be offloading and unloading stores through this side of the ship. Again, still the dining room over this way. And as we move forward on the starboard side of the ship, you'll start to see a mirror image of what we saw on the port side. These pods here are the life rafts for the crew. Again, doors, PPE, personal protection equipment, things for the guys that work on the deck. And then here's our double hull life rafts. A couple of singles on this side. These are the stations when you get your when you come on board. In case of an emergency, they tell you an assembly station on your room key, your card. It's kind of like a little credit card. Everything is done with that. And so, in the event of emergency, grab your life jacket, report to your station, and follow the crew's instructions. All right, we're now at midships here. Here's the assembly station. Midships door. This is the big glass elevator here. And again, more boats on this ship than there are, more life boats on this ship than there are capacity for passengers. So we're not going to have a repeat of the Titanic. And again, you can see the deck chairs out. San Diego. I chose to make this video this time of the day in port because normally it can be really windy on the deck here. And the video wouldn't come out quite as well. Here's the library. They have a library on board, so you don't necessarily need to bring a book. They have a lot of books that you can use while you're here and then return. And then they have a section where you can leave books. There's 2 of these on board ship. These are they're just little life rafts, not life rafts, but emergency boats. So in the event they have a man overboard or they come across somebody adrift at sea, they can launch a small boat and go pick somebody up. All right, we just came out of this door, so that is one loop. It takes 9 minutes, a little bit less than 9 minutes, to walk the deck, and you've just completed 1/3 of a mile.